What is up, Fin fans? Miami Dolphins win 37-31, beating the Philadelphia Eagles. What a great day. Oh my goodness, today's game was absolutely ridiculous. From great offensive showing to some trickeration on the goal line to all of this great moves. So let's break this down. Let's look at stats. I'm going to talk about some of the highlights, some of the lowlights, some of the bad things. I'm going to talk. Still, everything wasn't great. You give up 31 points. Everything's not great. I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to get to comment of the day, which essentially I'm going to talk about what everyone's going to be wanting to talk about in comment of the day, because I started reading through your comments and I realized what you guys were talking about. So let's jump into this. Let's talk about stats. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 27 for 39, 365 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Let me talk about that interception real quick. First play of the game for the Miami Dolphins. Devontae Parker gets completely laid out by their linebacker, and no pass interference is called. Also, the Dolphins don't challenge it, which kind of bothered me. I really wish they would have challenged it. I get being conservative with your timeouts, especially playing a team that's a little bit better than you, or a lot bit better than you. It depends on how you see it. But that was a blatant pass interference. Even if he accidentally ran into him, that's pass interference. Come on. But there's that 1 interception. Then Matt Hack got some passing stats because of some great goal line trick play. Matt Hack, 1 for 1 touchdown. Also, 1 yard. 2, Jason Sanders, who had a 1-yard touchdown. That was a great play. Shows that Brian Flores is here to win these games. He doesn't care what people have to say about getting the first overall pick, getting the second overall pick, getting this, getting that. The Dolphins have a plan that we don't know about, but they know about, and they're doing it. So I'll talk about that in comment of the day. Then it comes to the rushing. This is the downside. This is the downside of today's game, was the run game. The run game was bad. There was no run game at all. Albert Wilson, 2 carries for 31 yards. Myles Gaskin, 2 carries for 20 yards. Patrick Laird finally got in there, 10 carries for 5 yards. That's not good because Balaj got injured. I don't know the severity of his injury quite yet. When I'll probably make a video either tomorrow or the day after talking about the severity of his injury. But let's talk about the stars of today's game, especially the MVP. Most valuable Parker. Devontae Parker, 7 catches, 159 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That man could not be stopped. You just chuck the ball up to him. He's going to go up, grab it. Great game for Devontae Parker. Just showing he has come such a long way from being stuck under Adam Gase, who didn't know how to use him properly, being stuck on a team that was... he's out of his head. He's taking care of himself. He's showing this team, hey, you guys gave me a 2-year contract extension. You receded the 5th-year option, but you gave me 2 years. It's not a lot of money, but I'm going to prove to you that I should have longer. This game alone, this game right here, just showed that he needs to be on this team for longer than just next year. Great game. Mike Gesicki, another touchdown today. His back-to-back touchdown games, 5 catches, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Great. Patrick Laird had a few catches, 4 catches, 43 yards. Allen Hurns had a few catches. Great game. Defensively, defensively, you give up 31 points. I can't really, give you one of these. Defensively, you got a few sacks. Sam McGuavin had a few sacks. Taco Charlton had a few sacks. He also had a strip sack, that Wentz ended up getting back. But the defense needs a lot of work. The ups and downs, like I said, the ups, Devontae Parker, Fitz doing his thing, Fitz magic, Gesicki finally coming into his all. These guys that we needed to see come into their all, especially on offense, are doing it. I can't wait for Preston Williams to come back. It's going to be super dangerous. But that's the ups. The downs, we still desperately need trench help. We desperately need pass rushers. We desperately need offensive linemen. Because if we had defensive ends that can get after the quarterback, get a minimum of 1-2 sacks a game, can completely change the dynamic of the game. There was times where Carson Wentz had so much time in the pocket just to stand there and throw. So we need pass rush and offensive line. Obviously, we need help. We have no run game. 0 run game because we have no running lanes or anything. So those are the ups and the downs. The refs also were horrible. They made some good calls, like some pass interference, especially one on us that we hooked his arm, and then Gesicki with the push off. That was a good call on pass interference. But other than that, the game, it was a good game. To Eagle fans that were hanging out during the live stream, Eagle fans that are probably here watching this, great game by both teams. We did really well. So it just we won. I'm just super pumped we won. This is just one of those instances where it's better to be surprised than let down, because I wasn't too confident in this game, and we came out and we won. Great feeling, great win. I'm loving every bit of it. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what your highs and lows were. Let me know what you think about this game. I know what a lot of you guys are going to be thinking about this game. I had a few of you guys hit me up on Twitter. I had a few of you guys in the comment section for the live streams. If you want to go watch my live reaction to the win, be sure to go check that out. And half of the fan base is upset because we won, which I get. Because not only did we win, but the Bengals won and the Redskins won. So essentially, if the Dolphins would have lost this game, they would have complete control over getting that first overall pick. Now, my mindset is, it's not about where you pick, it's about who you pick. Look at, Lamar Jackson's draft. Look at Patrick Mahomes when he got drafted. Look at all these, Aaron Rodgers fell how far. It's not about where you pick, it's about who you pick. Now, some of you guys think that, it's 2011 all over again. We're going to be mediocre forever, this, and that, all this stuff. And I just want to address that because I know I'm going to get it, and I know a lot of you guys are going to start feeling that. This is different. This team is different from the mediocre teams that we have seen in the past. This team is different from the teams that have constantly won late games for no reason, right? These wins, what they do for us is it builds a foundation of winning, and it also shows these free agents, hey, Brian Flores is winning these games. Brian Flores is beating not these teams that we're beating. The Eagles aren't a horrible team. The Jets, they lost to the Bengals, which is hilarious. They lost to the winless Bengals and they lost to the winless Dolphins. Thought it was hilarious. But they have good defenses. It shows that Brian Flores can win with nothing. So just imagine when he has something. Just imagine you as a free agent come to this team. He's going to put you in the right position to do the right thing. So that's what this shows. That's what these wins show. So back to the mediocrity. The difference between this team and the 2011 team, the team that everyone all of a sudden wanted them to start to suck for luck when they didn't start sucking for luck, we have $120 million in cap space. We have 6 draft picks in the first 3 rounds. We have a head coach who can win with nothing, who knows the right things. Don't get me wrong. Brian Flores still does make mistakes. Brian Flores still, it takes him too long to put Cox in, and it takes too long to make certain changes, but he does make the changes, and he wins games. He's winning games with nothing. This team is filled with practice squad players that we're picking up off other teams or we're promoting on our own team. So that's what it shows. And again, we don't have these bloated freelancing contracts where these guys just play me. I came to Miami to get money. I'm just going to do whatever I want because then when I leave, I'm going to win. See what I'm saying? That's the difference between now and 2011. This team is here to win. This team is here to build for a future, and we're seeing it. We're seeing it with Devontae Parker finally showing up. Preston Williams finally doing his thing. With all these guys. Nick Needham's actually doing really well. Eric Rowe broke up a touchdown pass to Zach Ertz in the end zone. We are seeing some of these young guys show up and show that they can be good and prosperous in this style of team. So I get you guys are going to be upset with the win, some of you guys, because it just fell into place that, hey, look, the Bengals and the Redskins won. If we lose, it sets it up, but it doesn't. It just shows that it doesn't matter how much the front office will handicap this team. If that's what you're thinking, because again, I think this team has a plan, and I think they're sticking to the plan. I think the plan is working. That's what I think is happening. I honestly think that their plan is working, and what they want to do is happening. I don't think that the plan was ever to tank. Now, there has been an article out there that said that one of the coaches that went in for an interview heard they want to be in the best position to win, to get a quarterback. Doesn't mean that they wanted to tank. Also, they never talked about getting to it. Talked about getting a quarterback, and they want to build a foundation. But we don't know what the team is doing, but all I know is they're winning, and they're winning with nothing. And I'm excited for this future, especially with all the capital we have, all the draft picks we have. I'm very, very excited. So I hope I answered your question. I hope I answered a lot of you guys' questions who asked me, why do you want the team to win? And this team is going nowhere. It's mediocrity, because they're not going nowhere, because they're winning with nothing. So just imagine when they have something. So thank you for the comment. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. But I'm going to start tweeting out later today, also on my Instagram. Anything you need to find me on, it's at DouglieDoWrong.com. So be sure to check it out. I'm going to be tweeting out a lot of information, especially with news breaking of press conferences and moves and stuff. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. Also, be sure to check out the Bit Boys. Great content over there. December's coming up. We're going to start doing Christmas games, so be sure to go over, check that out. Hit the subscribe button if you like it. A lot of you guys help us break 500 subs. It means the world to me. Give this video a thumbs up. We won 37-31. Like I said, I wasn't expecting a win. I thought the front of the Eagles defense was going to make our lives living hell. And the fact that this team fights. I said this in the preview video. I said, I don't expect them to win, but I hope and pray that they win. But I said that this team does not know how to lay down. They will fight and fight and fight. And they were down 10-0 with the stupid interception that should have been a pass interference. They were down 10-0, and you just sat there and you were like, oh, God, here we go again. Nope, this team's going to fight. This team's going to punch you in the mouth, and they're going to find out, oh, your weakness is at corner, Philly? Your weakness, you can't cover Devontae Parker? Oh, sorry for you. We're just going to keep tossing it up. Hey, defense, we need you to give us at least 1 or 2 stops. We'll win this game. That's what happened. This is a resilient fighting team. Give a thumbs up for that. Give a thumbs up because you like the content. Puts the video out in the universe. More thumbs up, the more people watch, the more people subscribe. Also, be sure to check out DolphinsTalk.com and Sportscaster, 2 very great sites affiliated with both. One is a streaming site, and DolphinsTalk.com is a great Dolphin blog site, podcast. My stuff's on there. TD stuff's on there. Be sure to go over, check it out. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't hit it yet. I got so much planned. So much planned for this channel. So much planned for you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting this channel, supporting me, being there for the live stream. We had 200 of you guys in there. We hit 200 likes on this live stream. Thank you guys for being so supportive. It does mean a lot to me. Real quick, with my merch, which is right here, if you order any merch today or tomorrow and use the promo code holiday in all caps 10 holiday 20, you get 10 and 20% off my merch. I have it in black, white, and that blue, that throwback blue the Dolphins have. It's DDW on the front, on the back, it's Stay Classy, fins up. Got t-shirts and hoodies. If you want to grab yourself some, merch is linked in below. Also, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Vic, one of my mods, also one of my Patreons. He jumped to $20 Patreon. I don't even have a tier set up for $20 Patreon. So I just really want to thank him. I want to thank all of you guys real quick for supporting this channel, for supporting me, for donating in the live stream, being Patreons, buying my merch. Thank you guys so very much. I will see you guys really soon with another video, probably either tomorrow or Tuesday with another video. That intro, I'm going to have a hard time putting the highlights in that intro. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.